Okay, guys, thank y'all so much for hopping on the new Ambassador Training. We're super excited about this one because it's going to be a shorter version of kind of what we did before. We're going to break it into 2 different weeks now. So make sure that you log on for 201 next week. So this is new Ambassador Training 101. It's going to be the very top level stuff. And then next week, we're going to do 201. So it'll be a little bit more in depth. I still log on to these because I love hearing what other people have to say. I usually get like several nuggets from each call that I use all the time now, like phrases that I use about product information or stuff about the back office that even I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I don't know if any of y'all look at my stuff on Facebook, but I am like so stupid when it comes to technology. So it's so cool to see people like do the report stuff in the back office when we get to that slide. So make sure that you log on. I like to every week just to kind of refresh yourself or to get new information. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all and we're going to kind of do a slideshow format here. Okay, so let me move y'all. Okay, so we are going to start with kind of going over what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do what is Plexus, product basics, how all of this works, and then an action plan to get everything done. Okay, so some cool facts about Plexus. I always think this is really neat. We began as a breast health company. I don't know if y'all knew that, but we actually only had the breast check kit, which is funny because very few people talk about the breast check kit. It's like, I'm honestly not sure if I've ever sold one except for in a welcome pack, but y'all, these things are awesome. So that's actually what we started with. It's not the slim like people thought. Our second product was the breast cream, and it's developed for people who are undergoing radiation treatment for breast cancer. So they switched it to body cream, but it's really, really great for, as y'all know, all sorts of skin stuff. I use it for my acne prone face. I use it for bug bites. I use it for sunburn. I use it for tons of stuff. So I love our body cream. We are a debt-free company, which is incredible. I know that there's several business owners in my family and none of their businesses are debt-free. So, and they've been in business for a long time. So that's really awesome that our business is debt-free. That says a lot about them. One of my favorite things about this company is that we are a very faith-based company. If you have attended any Plexus events, you know this to be true. At convention, there were people that were saying the only reason I make it in this company is God. Y'all, I pray for a business every single day. I pray over my business, and there's so many others that do the same, and I love that. And I honestly think why this is such a company that's full of like this one Plexus idea, and everyone is so willing to help each other out because we all know that we would not be able to do this, or all of our business would not be blessed the way it is if it weren't for God. So I love that our company is not ashamed to pray at convention or is not ashamed to pray over stuff when we get together. I love that. And then all of our products are made in the USA. So that's a really neat fun fact too. Okay, so we're going to go over some product basics now. Okay, so when you get started, you probably bought a welcome pack. Welcome packs are going to be the best bang for your buck. So when people say, well, I don't really want to buy a welcome pack, I'm like, well, do you not like to save money? I don't know why you're not buying this welcome pack. So it's really the cheapest way to get your product. It's kind of like bundling your car and home insurance. They give you a cheaper price. Well, they're giving you the website, plus they're giving you the product for a cheaper price. So for instance, the website is $34.95. Your annual fee is $34.95. The triplex is $109 a month. Well, when you buy a welcome pack, it's $133. So that means you're actually getting your combo, your triplex for $99. So on top of that 20% that you're getting off the retail price for being an ambassador, you're getting an extra $10 off just for buying a welcome pack. So that's why I always tell people, and I really push for them to get a welcome pack, is because it does save cash. And let's be real, I was dirt broke whenever I started Plexus, and I needed that extra $10. And also comes with a really great success kit. I actually have it in the room. I should have grabbed it. But any of you that got the welcome pack, you saw this nice, pretty little red package, nice Plexus Slim box. And when you open it, it has all sorts of goodies in it. It has product information. It basically gives you like how to start your business for dummies, like steps 1 through 15, it goes through number 1, this is what you need to do. Number 2, this is what you need to do. So if your upline is not someone that is working the business, it's not an excuse for you to not be successful or to not have the information because it's right in front of you. It's kind of like in college when you have a really awful professor, you leave the classroom and you're like, literally, I think I'm dumber than when I walked in. It's your responsibility still. If you fail the class, they don't say, oh, my bad, you had a bad professor. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and scoot you along. No, they're like, you had the book, you should have read it. It's kind of like that. Our success kit was named the top success kit, basically in like this competition of all these success kits. We were the winner of that because it is so great. And what I love about it is they don't overcomplicate. It's very simple. They say, this is what you need to do to be successful. This is what our products do. Go share. It's really, really cool. So make sure that you check that out if you have not. If you did not purchase one, you have 60 days after you sign up to. So I know for this sale, for instance, for 4th of July, some of my people did not have enough money to pay $133 for the welcome pack, but they did have $19.99. So they went ahead and bought the membership because they didn't want to miss out on that deal. And then when they got paid, all we did was call customer service and said, hey, and they gave them their information, said, hey, I didn't purchase the welcome pack. I want to buy mine now. And then you say which welcome pack you want. So that's all you have to do. You can call the customer service number and then get them hooked up. So if you have anyone that did not purchase a welcome pack underneath you, really encourage them to purchase one. You have 60 days. So if I sign up today, I have 60 days from today to purchase that. So make sure that you go backtrack and let those people know if they did not know about this. And we have those really great new welcome packs that I love. So make sure that you're looking at those too. Next slide. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. So the basics of your backup order. This is step 5, or when you sign up, you purchase your welcome pack, and then the next one, you go to the next page and it says backup order. And this is the step where people are like, and they freak out. This is where I always get text messages like, OMG, why am I spending $233? I thought you said it was $133. Like literally get that message every single time. I did not mean it like rude like that. It's just so funny because people don't understand. You need to explain to them what the backup order means. Okay, so when people buy the welcome pack, the next step, it is not going to charge them that. People freak out. I would too if I thought that I was getting paying $250 for 3 products. It is not going to charge them. It's actually setting it up for the next month. Okay, so something that I do, I don't give people the option. I don't tell them, hey, this is going to be for next month, but don't worry, we can turn it off. Because guess what? If you sound really shady about stuff and you're not confident in the products, they're going to probably want to turn their backup order off. I have a lot of people, and I did it in the beginning too. I kind of made up excuses for Plexus making you set up a backup order. I would tell them, okay, so no, you can skip it, or, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that step. We can go ahead and turn it off immediately. Well, now you put the thought in their head, well, why is she telling me I need to turn it off immediately? Maybe it's something I need to do. Versus what I tell people now is, okay, so we're going to go ahead and set up your order so you don't run out of product. That's all I say. The backup order is going to make sure that you don't run out of product. And then I tell them, all you need to do is click whatever you purchased in your welcome pack. That way it sets you up for the same products because you need to be consistent. And they always say, okay. I never had one person dispute it. But guess what? Every single person where I kind of made this, oh my gosh, don't worry. I'm going to turn it off next month or whatever. They all deleted their backup order and they are no longer on Plexus because it wasn't shipped to them automatically. Okay. So really make sure that backup order is on. I cannot stress this enough. That's why I keep on repeating myself. Make sure that is on. That is going to help the retention rate. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of people drop off because they're not going to be consistent on the products. They're not going to see results, and you're going to have a million white lines in your back office. No one wants those. Okay, so conditional versus unconditional. Okay, conditional means that it is going to ship only if you do not have 100 PV go through your back office. So what that means, PV is product volume. That means that you are selling product or you're purchasing yourself. And we'll go over that a little bit more whenever we go over acronyms. But conditional means, okay, I'm going to set it conditional because I plan on selling or I plan on buying product myself. It's not going to auto ship. Basically, conditional means it's not going to auto ship unless you don't have $100 going through your back office or 100 PV. Non-conditional means it's going to ship no matter what. So people who sign up as wholesale buyers, I always tell them to set it as non-conditional because they don't plan on selling. How are they going to make 100 PV if they're not selling product? They're not. So I always have them do non-conditional if they're just signing up for the discount. That way, on the 5th of every month or the 7th of every month, whatever they place it as, it's just going to go in an auto shipment to them because they don't have to think about it. So I always have people set it as non-conditional unless they tell me like they actively want to sell. Okay, so consistency is key. If you did not know this, when you sign up, your backup order auto places for the 26th of the month. Okay, so let's set up a scenario for you. I sign up on the 5th of the month just because that's the day I choose to sign up. I go to your website, I sign up on the 5th of the month. It isn't going to send my products until the 26th of the following month. So the first month that you're an ambassador, the backup order does not go through no matter what. So if you're new that month, your backup order is not going to go through, okay? So I sign up on the 5th. The 26th of that month, it's not going to go through because I'm new. So you didn't get a shipment that month. So the following month, you're not going to get it for the 26th. Well, guess what? By the time that you get your product, you've already been off Plexus for about a month and a half. Now, my ambassador is a good ambassador and checks up on me, and they say, hey, how's your product? So I'm going to say, oh, well, I ran out 3 weeks ago. And then they're going to say, well, do you want to place another order? I'm good. I mean, I was on in a month. I didn't really feel that much of a difference. That's the answer that I would give someone. And that's why you get white lines in your back office. So what we need to do to prevent from people being off their product for a month, because they're not going to go back in order, is we need to edit their backup order date. This is the first thing I do after someone signs up. When they say, hey, oh my gosh, I signed up, or I get an email that says I have a new ambassador, I immediately text that person or call them or message them on Facebook and see if I can get them on the phone. And then I say, hey, we're going to edit your backup order so that you don't run out of product. Because right now, the way that it's set up, you're going to run out of product before you get your next shipment. And they say, okay. And then we send this nice little graphic right here. And this graphic is in B-Plexus. If you search in B-Plexus, and I think you search like graphics galore, it'll pop up with this one thread that has a bunch of Plexus graphics, or you can just type Plexus graphics. And this is one of them. So this is what I send to my people about how to change their backup order. It's super simple. They log in, they go to shopping, they go to auto shipment. If you look down here, right here, or right there where it says ship day, ship on this date of every month, all they have to do is click on edit. If I sign up the 5th of the month, I just want to push the number 5 and we're good to go. The next month it's going to ship on the 5th and you're good to go. I cannot stress how important this step is. So make sure that you're teaching your ambassadors to do this. That way people do not run out. Because remember, consistency is key to success on these products. If people are not consistent, they are not going to see results. This is totally not PC. I don't care, but I'm going to say it. I used this example to someone the other day whenever they're like, well, I mean, I'm not really feeling results. And I said, well, how are you taking your products? Are you taking them every day? And they said, well, I mean, I skipped a few days and I got on and I told her, I said, girl, would you ever skip your birth control? And she's like, oh God, no, that thing is on my bedside and I take it every single day. I'm like, why would you not skip your birth control? She said, well, if I don't take it one day, it's not going to work. I'm like, hello. Consistency. Anything that you do, consistency is key. Take your Plexus every day. So if they don't have it, how are they going to take it, right? You don't take your birth control, probably going to get pregnant, right? So make sure that you're telling them how consistency is huge. And I don't know if I would maybe use that analogy with everyone, but I was close with this girl, so that's why I said that. Okay, the next one is, let me check my time here. The next one is the basics of product training. Okay, so I'm going to give you some YouTube in a little bit. So get your camera out on your phone because I'm about to put up some YouTube stuff. That way you can just take a picture of the slide and keep it on your phone versus trying to copy it all down. You can like way search these products more, but here's the basics. Okay. We have obviously lots of products. When I first started Plexus, I thought that it was only for weight loss. Clearly, I was way wrong. So I'm just going to shoot through some of the important ones. This is a breast check kit. I think it's really important for all women to have this. So I'm going to really start kind of amping these up just because it is important to check yourself. Make sure that you catch stuff early if you have anything wrong with you. The next one is the P96s. These are our protein powders, 96 calories, lots of protein, 14 grams of protein, very little sugar, very little fat, very little carbs. If you look at normal protein powders, they have lots of sugar, lots of carbs in them. And I did not realize this until I compared the labels. So if you have anyone that's like workout, this is a great thing to kind of gear towards them, because a lot of people think if they're like me, I work out 4 to 5 days a week, not anymore, but I used to pre-Plexus. I thought that I didn't need these products because I thought that I was healthy. Well, this is a way that you can gear towards those people that are a little bit skeptical, get them introduced to these protein powders and get them introduced to Edge and products like that. And then that kind of be like their gateway drug, if you will. So these protein powders are really delicious. You can also mix the protein powders with coconut milk and Slim, and it's like a belly fat blaster. Just the concoction, the way that it works, it melts away belly fat. So it's a good way to really tell people who are trying to lose a bunch of belly fat, tell them about these products. The Slim, as everyone knows, our signature drink. It regulates blood sugar, helps with energy crashes, coffee, all that good stuff. Getting you regulated like this, so you're not like all day long craving crazy stuff. It keeps you just stable all day long with your energy. It's not going to spike you up like an energy drink, but it's going to make you feel good. And then when it's time to go to bed, you're going to be ready to go to bed versus like all over the place ADD because you have so much energy like we're used to in caffeine. It's also going to help curb cravings, and it also helps with balancing hormones. We have multivitamins for adults and children. These are the adults in the capsule, and the children's are chewable. The X Factor is encased in aloe, which helps the absorption of vitamins and minerals, so you're not just peeing them out. It's really good for people with thyroid issues because they have a hard time absorbing vitamins and minerals into their body. So anytime that you talk, oh my goodness. Oh, sorry, y'all. I was checking my credit score before this happened. I'm trying to be an adult and like pay on my debt here. Okay, a little bit about my personal life. But so anyone that has thyroid issues, X Factor is excellent for them to get on. Okay, we do have some products that are geared more towards weight loss, and that would be these 3: Boost, Block, and Accelerator. Block works immediately when you take it. So you take it, you can immediately eat carbs and sugars, and it's going to block about half of them, 48%. And then the other 2 products are Boost and Accelerator. Boost and Accelerator, you want one or the other. So you do not want people to take both. So you want to recommend one or the other because they're both stimulants. This is the kind of way that I decide which one to recommend to people. I ask them, how active are you on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being like you don't move, 5 being you walk around, you go on a walk maybe once or twice a week, and then 10 being like you run marathons. If they're super active, I put them on Boost just because I feel like people that are active feel it a little bit more. They their body's already kind of like amped up because they have a fast metabolism, they're really active. So the Boost really helps with doing that, kind of keeping up with that lifestyle. I used to take it as a pre-workout. I know that when I took 2 of them, it gave me like energy to go on runs and stuff. It's also thermogenic. So people do see their appetite speeding up. So people that just say like, I'm never hungry, I actually recommend Boost because it speeds up their metabolism by warming up their body. Accelerator, on the other hand, I recommend to people that are at weight plateaus. So this is what I started on because I was working out about 3 to 5 times a week and I wasn't seeing any results. So what Accelerator does is it breaks those weight plateaus, and it actually helps you see a lot of inch loss. So on this product, I didn't see a lot of weight loss on the scale, but I could definitely tell like I was losing fat in places that it was like glued to me and would not get off of me. So that was really awesome. So that's kind of how I base it. If they're more active, I do Boost. If they're not as active, I do Accelerator. But if they're at a weight plateau, no matter how active, I do Accelerator. Accelerator also has HTP5, which helps with mood enhancement. So anyone that has any sort of mood issues, I give them Accelerator. So anyone that's like, ooh, I'm like a little bit down all the time or I have anxiety or anything like that, I always recommend this. Omega X has all the omegas. So anyone that is currently taking omegas, you can tell them to try this. Hey, replace your omega with our Omega X. It's a 60-day money back guarantee. Take it for 30 or 60 days. If you don't like it, you can get all your money back. What's it going to hurt to try it? So they can just replace what they use now with this because ours is better. This makes you sleep like a rock. You will like crash out like you've never crashed out before if you take this before bed. It's fabulous. When my fiance's out of this, he's like, order me more Mega X, please. So nerve health is for any sort of nerve issues like sciatic nerves, anything like that. This is great for. So anyone that has any sort of nerve pain or nerve damage, great product. These two E's are for inflammation. Anyone that has anything wrong with any inflammation, muscles, bones, any type of inflammation, arthritis, back pain. I use it for migraines, anything. Weird enough, Ease has actually helped. Plexus did not say this. I said this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to like speed up and I'm stuttering over my words. So sorry. Ease has really helped me with my acne. Strange enough, I started taking it. But if you think about it, when I used to have these like awful like cysts on my face, it was so swollen. So when I started taking Ease, it actually helped it a lot with the inflammation. And also the Ease cream, I would mix it with my body cream. I was like totally experimenting. I'm like, it's plants, what could it hurt, right? So I would mix the body cream with my Ease cream and I would put it on my face as moisturizer. And I would notice when I had those awful cysts, when I woke up the next day, they would be down. So that was really cool. Next, we have body cream for any sort of skin issues. I use it for a moisturizer. Sunburns are great for it. And then our probiotic and our BioCleanse, as you know, are our amazing products that everyone should take. They help with any sort of digestive issues, any sort of, oh my gosh, like anything you could ever think of. They really help with gut health. So just look that up, gut health, look up leaky gut. Those are things that you can Google to see how these help. And also our Edge product, which is new, y'all know is like illegal crack. It's amazing. You take it and you're so zoned in and you have so much energy. So people that are addicted to energy drinks or people that need a pre-workout, Edge is really great for them because it really gives them that boost of energy. Okay, I failed on time. I'm sorry. So take a picture of this real quick. This is what you could do for product research. I'm going to give y'all like 5 seconds. These are YouTube channels that you can go to and stuff that you can search that'll help you out with the products. See people getting out their phones. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to do that. Okay, moving on. Next, business basics, acronyms. Okay, so we have lots of acronyms. If you look on the page, you will see on B-Plexus, or if you're on any other team pages, you'll see people being like AQ, CQ, PB, and you're like, what the heck are you talking about? It's very basic. So take a picture of this too. AQ is just your backup order, so that's when you put that backup order in place. CQ means you're commission qualified. Commission qualified means that you have to have your AQ on. So to be CQ, you got to have your AQ on. It just means that you have an order in place. Even if you have people buying from you, your website, you still need to have your backup order on or you will not get paid. So if you have $5,000 going through your website and you're like, oh, well, I don't need to ship, so I'm going to turn it off. Don't do that. You will not get paid. You have to have that backup order on to get paid. I leave it on. I never turn it off because I'd be the one that would forget and then I'd miss my paycheck. And I quit teaching, so I'd be like, oh crap, I just screwed myself. So don't turn it off ever. Do not ever turn it off. Personal volume, that just means how much volume of product sales is going through your business. That includes you and your customers. So everything you buy from your website, everything your customers buy, that's PV. BO, back office, that just means your EVO site. So backoffice.plexusworldwide.com. When you log in, that's your back office. Welcome pack, WP. So when they say they need to have WP and AQ on, it means they need to buy a welcome pack and they need to have their backup order on. That's what that means. And then OV is organizational volume. Okay, so let's say you have 500 ambassadors. Let's use a smaller number, 20. Let's say you have 20 ambassadors underneath you. Let's say you only personally sign 5. That means that your 5 people sign 15 people, right? Anything that goes through any website at all, whether it's yours, your level 1s, your level 2s, your level 19s, that's your OV, your organizational volume, how much money your whole team is making for Plexus. That's what that means basically. Okay, here is your back office. Okay, so some things that I use on the reg. Dashboard, that is this. Reports, that's the one that you put your hand over and it says like detailed genealogy. So any sort of report that you want to go to, that's where you're going to find that. Communication, that's just like mailing, stuff like that. Training, this is really important. Go here. This is great resources. So as a teacher, we always say, use your resources, or else you get the same question 5 million times in one day. You want to pull your hair out and bang your head against the wall. So same thing in this business. We always say, use 3 before me. So ask 3 before me. That means go to 3 different sources before you ask someone about it. So ask your friend about it. That's a Plexus Ambassador. Go to this training website. Go to YouTube. Go to Google. Try 3 different sources to find the answer yourself, and then ask your upline. Here's the reason why. As a teacher, I can attest to this. If I give you the answer every single time and feed you, you are never going to learn. You're going to ask me the same question 6 months later because you never had to retain it. You never had to work for it. But what happens whenever you actually have to look for the answers? You're going to remember because it took some effort. What happens in college when you cheat off someone? You never remember. You just got the answer. How about whenever you have to study and look at over and over and over and over and pull 7 different resources? Yeah, you remember it because it took flipping 4 hours. Of course you're going to remember it. So training is a really good tab. Tools, it also has some good stuff in like shareables that you can actually link to your personal account on Facebook. So just kind of mosey through here when you're bored at night. It's really cool stuff. Shopping, that's where you're going to set up your backup order. Account services, when you see anything with your account. Okay, right here, backup order. When it's green, that means you're getting paid. When it's red, you're not getting paid. So at the end of the month, you better bet your honey you're checking this to make sure it's green or you're not going to get a paycheck. Okay, that just means that your backup order is not set up. PV, that's how much you're personally going to get paid on. If it's over 500, you're getting 25%. If it's under 500, you're getting 15%. Points, that means how many points you have underneath you that you're getting paid off of. That's pay points. So like to be gold, you have to have 100. So this person right here is gold because they have 110. Points outside primary, that's all with the comp plan. Okay, personally sponsoring, that means how many people that you personally sponsored in the month. So how many people you sent your website and they signed up to your website, okay? Right here, this gray on top, this person, whoever this is, I don't know who this is, sponsored 5 people. So they personally this month so far have sent 5 people to their website. If that says 0, that means that you signed 0 people this month. The goal, when you're continually growing your business, the goal is to always get 3 people. So your goal by the end of the month has that 3. Groups right here means how many your team has signed. So she signed 5, her team has signed 11. So other people on her team have signed 6 people. Okay, organizational volume, that means that's PV. That means personal volume, how much has gone through the account. Okay, so right here, currently, organizational volume is your whole team. Right here, that means right now they're at 3,582 PV for the whole team. That means levels 1 through infinity. That is what they did last month. So last month they did 16,338, so you can kind of track what you're doing. And then enrollees on auto ship. That means how many people that you personally signed are on auto ship, have their auto shipment in place. So she signed 5 have auto shipment on. That's great. If you signed 5 and this says 2, you need to go contact 3 people and tell them to turn the auto shipment on. Okay. You can also click on these and it'll pull up different stuff. Okay. Resources. Take a picture of this real quick. I'm going to give you like 5 seconds to take a picture of this. These are great resources. Remember when I said ask 3 before me? These are resources that you need to go to before you ask someone, what does this mean? Because again, it's not that we're like evil and we're like, ew, we don't want to talk to you, because y'all, this is our job. We love helping people, obviously, but it's because it's to help you. It's going to help you in the long run. Okay. So these are places that you can find resources. The back office. So this is where we just were. There's a library, a multimedia library, shareables. You can search anything. If you say, if someone asks you, what's Plexus ingredients? You can go to the library and say ingredients, and it'll pull up what you need, and then you can send it that way. Also on the Plexus team page, and if you're on a part of other team pages, it'll be on there also. There's files. Click on the files tab. There's tons of files. You can also search in the little search bar. YouTube is like my fave, because I'm definitely like a visual - audible person. So I like for people to talk to me. I just retain more information that way. I cannot tell you how many YouTube videos I watched when I first got started and still watch to this day. I try and get 1 in a day. Great people right here for you to check in with. And then your sponsor. Again, once you've Googled and you've looked at the back office and you've done this and that, ask your sponsor. They're there to help you. That's what they're there for. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I went a couple minutes over. Again, give me some grace. Learning curve here. First time with this new one. 3 ways to buy. Okay, so there's 3 ways to buy with Plexus. There's retail, preferred, or wholesale. Retail and preferred or customer route. So anyone that wants to go a customer route, these are their 2 options. Retail is the most expensive. Like, do not share this way with anyone. That's like having a coupon and checking out with your friend the Old Navy line and not giving them the coupon. That's rude. Don't do that. Okay. Retail is full price and no one needs to pay that. That's the only difference between retail and preferred. Preferred is 10% off. Now, people are scared of an auto shipment because let's be real, like when you're broke, like I was when I started Plexus, you bet your hiney like nothing was on auto ship because it got declined. And so auto ship, people get scared with that. Tell them that is no problem. Turn it on or sign up as preferred. And then if you're scared of the auto shipment, you can log into your account literally tomorrow and cancel your auto shipment, and then you can just manually order next time you want it. Okay, now remember, I said don't tell them that when they sign up as an ambassador, but as a customer, they 100% can do that. So customers get 60-day money-back guarantee. Y'all, it's so easy. Freaking bank on that. People are nervous about it. Tell them, try it for 60 days. If you don't like it, you literally call customer service and say, hey, this person didn't like the product. It doesn't matter why they didn't like it. They'll refund that money to them like that without asking questions. I've only had 2 people in a year and a half that have returned products, and it's literally because they didn't take them. They said it didn't work. And I said, well, did you take them? They said, no, I still have 20 sticks of Slim left. I'm like, but okay. They got their money back and they got to keep the product. And then wholesale, I sign a lot of people this way because it's the cheapest way. It's 20% off. Retail, all they have to do is pay $34.95. I tell people a lot, it's like a Sam's or Costco membership. Pay $34.95 one time and you get 20% off. They can turn it off at any time. So let's say like 1 month, like let's say Christmas, you have a lot more bills or you kind of overspent. Oh, that's okay. Just go and turn off in January. You can restart it and it doesn't penalize you. And you also get compensated. So even if as y'all will find out, as you start being ambassador for a longer time, a lot of people are going to say, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell. And then you're like, that's cool. Still sign up as a wholesale ambassador. It doesn't matter. You can just sign up for the discount. And then as they start liking the products and people start seeing them lose weight and being happy and not eating like the 19 pounds of chips and queso at Chewy's on Friday, they're going to be like, girl, what you doing? And then they're going to want Plexus. And that's why you can tell them, look, you don't want to sell, but just go ahead and refer your friend and make some money off of it. So people will end up wanting to sell. So don't let them say, I don't want to sell. Don't let them scare you away from signing them up as a wholesale ambassador. The majority of my people sign up as wholesale ambassadors because I want to get my friends a good deal. Okay, basics of comp plan. Okay, we're paid 11 different ways. I'm going to go over the basics. Commissions are one of them. You get paid off your customer commission. If you have any PV, remember PV, personal volume, anything that goes through your website, including your own orders, from 100 to 499, you get 15%. Your goal, everyone make this your goal, is to get over 500 PV because then you get 25%. I was a 4th grade math teacher, y'all. Big difference between 15 and 25%. It's a lot different. It really, really, really does make a huge difference on that. So make sure that you're getting over that 500 PV. I personally order for me and my fiance, that's about $300 a month. I get one customer, I'm over 500 PV. So it's not as hard to get as you may think. Okay, so really shoot for that. Preferred customer bonuses. Every time you get a preferred customer, this is also a reason why I always tell you do preferred bonus or do preferred customer because it gives them 10% and you get bonuses. For instance, every pack of Slim or every triplex that you sell preferred customer, you get an extra $20 every month. That's just not the first month. You get a customer for a year, they buy triplex every month. That's 12 months of you getting that $20 bonus. Y'all, my preferred customer bonuses always just about double my commissions check. So if my commissions check is $500, my bonuses usually double that. So that's about $1,000. So just think about that. Business building bonuses, every time you get someone to buy a welcome pack when they join, another reason we want welcome packs, you get either $25 or $50 based on what they get. So if they get the smaller welcome pack, the $99 one, you get $25. If they buy the bigger pack, $199, you get $50. You also get paid 4 levels deep. So your level 1 signs someone, you get paid off of that too. They sign someone, you all get paid off of that. So you get paid 4 levels deep. on business building bonuses. So in the beginning, you're like, oh, cool, whatever. But y'all, as your team starts to grow, you're getting paychecks on Friday, and those go out every single Friday. You're getting paychecks on a Friday, and you're like, where's this money coming from? It's because your team is like kicking booty, y'all, and those business building bonuses freaking rack up. I had one this past Friday that was almost as much as my first Plexus paycheck, and my first Plexus paycheck was able to pay for my brand new car note. So if that gives you an idea, they rack up. And my first one was like $25, like one for 8 weeks. So you can see how they start adding up. Rank bonuses. So every time you rank in the company, you get bonuses. Silver is 100, gold 250, senior gold 350, ruby 500, senior ruby 750. Emerald, then you start getting pools. So this is when you start getting into the thousands of dollars, and that's monthly. Emerald, sapphire, and diamond are monthly. All these others are one-time bonuses. So for instance, my fiance and I both ranked. I ranked ruby and he ranked senior gold. So 500 plus 350. That was a nice little bonus for us. I have never gotten a bonus as a teacher. I lied. I was a lead teacher. I got $300 for the entire year. And you know what I had to do for $300 bonus? I had to go to meetings like once a month, and I also had to be evil to my teachers on my team and like boss them around and make them do things that I didn't believe in. That's what I had to do for that $300. I got $850, and all I had to do was share what I love with people. Points, that was, you get about $15 off of every ambassador that orders monthly. So in the beginning, let's say you have 2 ambassadors, you're going to get about $30 off of pay points. So in the beginning, this is something I didn't understand. I was like, oh, that's not really a lot of money from pay points. I was thinking that the way to go was customers and just get working customers. But y'all, as your team starts to grow, I am Ruby right now, so that means I have to have 500 pay points. 500 times about $3 a piece. You can see how that stuff adds up. So that's about $1,500 just from pay points. So as your organization gets bigger, points are where we're going to make the bulk of your cash. Profit sharing. When you get to emerald, sapphire, and diamond, they take a percentage of what the company makes and share it between all the people who are ranked emerald, sapphire, or diamond. So like for emerald, for instance, so they keep half to like pay bills and create products and put that back into Plexus. But the other half of the money that Plexus makes, 3% of that goes to all the emeralds split. So whatever 3% of that is, they take all that money, and let's say there's 100 emeralds in the company, they split it between the 100 people. So y'all, these are like freaking fat cash, because I'm not sure if y'all saw the sales